and how to SSH into a CircleCI container. This could be very useful for you if you have builds that are failing on CircleCI and you want to debug them in the CircleCI VM environment. So yeah, we're gonna start by creating an SSH key using the SSH key gen utility. Keygen and then you specify the email address of your Github repository. And then we specify the location where you want to save the public and private key pair. This is my preferred location. Then I'm going to give it a name. Let's use GitHub. And then empty passphrase. And yeah, boom, it's created. So yeah, let's get the content of our newly created key pair. Good. So yeah, now we're gonna go to GitHub and add the SSH key. So yeah, we're gonna copy this, dump it here, give it a name, sample GitHub SSH key, something like that. And we'll create. Good. We have the key created. Note it's the public key. So when you create an SSH key, you get two keys. It's a key pair. You get a public one and a private one. The private one doesn't have the suffix .pub. So if we do this, this is just temporary key that I'm going to delete at the end of this tutorial. So there's no problem displaying the private key. So this is the private key and this is the public key. Okay, not the difference. So yeah, the next thing we're going to do now is to update our SSH config. Choose the shorthand and then config. Good. So here we're going to do the same. I'm going to specify the host, say sample.here.com, just to make sure when we need to SSH, we are able to reach this key, make a distinction between the default one, which is at the top, and then preferred authentications, and public key, specify the identity file that we've just created, file, specify the location, it's in home, the SSH personal /ID RSA GitHub, if I'm correct, and then we specify the user of the key, and then we save just to confirm. So we need to check our git config. This is my GitHub repository, the one we're going to be using to test on CircleCI. As you can see, it's called YouTube tutorials, the same as this. Okay, so yeah, let's just get the GitHub config and confirm the username that we have there. Okay, good. So this is the username. As you can see, it matches the username that was specified for the SSH config. And yeah, so this is the host. The host name obviously is GitHub, github.com, and then this is the username. Okay, good. All right. So now what we need to do now is just to go to our CircleCI build and then run it with SSH. Let's expand this a little bit. And this is a CircleCI workflow. If you're used to CircleCI, this shouldn't be a problem for you. So this is one of the jobs in the CircleCI workflow. So we're going to click into the job and then we're going to rerun the job with SSH. It's running. It's going to create this, give us SSH access. Enable SSH. Good. So yeah, this is how we're going to be able to SSH into this CircleCI build. So SSH. Now we're going to specify the key because I've not used the I've not added the SSH key to my SSH agent, so I'm going to have to specify the key here. SSH, the personal ID, I say GitHub, and then specify the ports and the host address. So now let's just start with then 64538. That's the port. This is the port here. And then specify the host 54164.163.10. So if you recall, before we actually go any further, let's just open the SSH config. So this is the identity file that I'm using to SSH into the CircleCI container. As you can see, this matches this. So here, just gonna accept the fingerprint. This is the first time I'm SSHing into the container. Boom. As you can see, I'm into the container right now, and from here you can confirm that my connection is successful. As you can see, SSH activity log, authentication is successful, and I can see what's inside the project. Good. So now you can exit the container because I'm done. I don't need this anymore. And the connection is closed. As you can see, connection stopped. That's the end of the walkthrough video. So let's do a recap. So what we've done now is to be able to SSH into a CircleCI container to debug potentially failing build. So what we did was to create an SSH key. We created the SSH key, and we created the SSH key on our work machine, and then we went on to GitHub and then added the public copy of the SSH key into our GitHub account. This is the GitHub account, obviously connected to the CircleCI build. And after we did that, we updated our SSH config and added a host and all the other properties for a particular identity file to be able to use this identity file to SSH into CircleCI. We did that, and then after we did that, we confirmed with our GitHub repo config just to make sure that everything is in the right order. The username is the same as the user here, and the host is the same as the host for our GitHub config. And after we did that, we ran one of our builds with SSH, and that gives us the opportunity to be able to SSH into a CircleCI container. And then after we did that, we got the port and the host address for the CircleCI container, and then we SSH using identity file that we've created, that we've just created, and that we've added to our GitHub repository. We use that along with the port and the host address of our CircleCI container to be able to SSH into it. So yeah, and that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Take care.